And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dio.
Welcome back. Still Hard Facts at 91.3 Nigeria Info and Hearing Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. 10 minutes gone past 5 p.m. And the conversation continues now. Many thanks for staying tuned. Now, a matter that a lot of persons may have forgotten about, but no doubt, especially the students, their parents and loved ones, and other persons who may just know them, friends, acquaintances, no doubt, have not forgotten. Now, the Rivers State Sustainable Development Agency, the RSSDA, I think sometime during the previous administration of Judicial, maybe 2012 or sometime before then or thereabouts, did sponsor some students of Rivers State overseas for overseas studies on scholarship, of course. However, with the advent of a new administration of Nyesom Wike, who had a different perspective to this matter, the arrangements seemed to change somewhat, and the students who were on scholarship found themselves in dire straits. Well, the government did explain that the state could not afford to sponsor these students in the education overseas any longer, even though I think he did change his mind somewhat at some point, stating that some category of those students will still be sponsored by the state government, while it's another category would have to return home. However, years afterwards, this is 2021, from about 2015 or 2017, I think, till now, what has been the state or the condition or situation with the students, the students on RSSDA overseas scholarship? What is their condition? What is their state now? Are they still in school? Have they graduated? What is the state of those who have graduated? Are there others who are still in school? What is their condition at the moment? What promises were made? Were they fulfilled or not? These and other related matters we're discussing at this time. Now, joining me in the studio for this conversation is the Secretary of the Association of Parents of Students on RSSDA Overseas Scholarship. Go up in the studio, Sir Samuel Otamiri. Mr. Otamiri, good evening to you. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good evening, Bayo.
So you are the Secretary of the Association of Parents of Students on RSSDA Overseas Scholarship. So automatically that means that you have at least one student who was on this scholarship.
Quite correct. My daughter.
All right, great. So we'll come to your daughter and the other students shortly. But might I ask, why did the parents of these students think it necessary to form this association? And when was it formed?
Okay, this association was formed shortly after the government informed the parents that they were not going to continue with the scholarship. That was 2015 December. Thereafter, the parents started meeting to see how to plead with the governor and the government not to take that decision. That was when it was formed.
All right, let's go just a little bit further down memory lane. We'll come back to 2015 and what the government said and what's happened since then. But how did your daughter and the other students who were awarded the scholarships, how did they come to be awarded the scholarships, and how many were they in all?
Okay, it was during the administration of Governor Otamiri Amechi, when the RSSDA was established, and scholarship was part of their program, and they advertised for scholarship and then contracted a consultant to interview and select students from the 23 local governments. So the consultants, not the RSSDA, but their consultants, did set examination for students that were interested and selected 10 best students from each local government. And thereafter, they were sent to go for further training in for diploma courses to qualify them to meet the standard overseas. So those who succeeded in this further training were awarded the scholarship, and the state government was the one who secured the admission for them in various schools before the...
Oh, you said 10 students from 23 LGAs. That means there were 230 students in all.
Probably, because of course we don't know. The government also may have their own list,
okay.
You know,
Okay,
what they call protocol list.
So do you know what the exact number of students were who were part of this program, or you don't have the exact figure?
Okay, the figure we had was 487 students, as at the time we were told that the government was not going to continue. 487.
Okay, so you said after the initial entrance or the initial qualification exams that they were asked to write, they were sent for further training. Sent for further trainings where exactly?
My daughter and others went for advanced studies in Lagos, Oxford Secondary School, something like that in Lagos, and others were sent to other schools that prepared them for admission into overseas universities, because they found out that the WASC or GCE was not adequate for them to cope up overseas, so they were given advanced training.
All right, now there's been a lot of narrative regarding this incident right from about 2015, and one of the narrative that's made the rounds is that the students who were selected for this scholarship program or who were awarded these scholarships were simply either party members, and specifically APC party members, or simply friends and cronies of or family members of APC party members, or even members or workers in the RSSDA as well.
That is not correct, because myself, I don't belong to any party. What I know is that there was test by a consultant who was hired by RSSDA to select the best 10 students from each local government. Of course, also we know that government normally would have their own what they call protocol list, you know, of people from their own, maybe friends, families, maybe party members, but there were 10 best students selected based on merit by the consultant who was hired by the RSSDA.
And your daughter happens to be one of them?
Yes.
All right. So from 2013, I think the program commenced successfully.
Yes.
And till about 2015. At that time,
Yes.
I want to believe the students already in the various tertiary institutions across Europe.
Correct, and America.
And the US as well.
Correct.
Okay. And 2015, what happened?
Okay, December 2015 was when the Commissioner for Agriculture, Mrs. Onemen Jack, invited all the parents, and we met at the Secretariat, Ministry of Justice building, and he dropped the bombshell that the government had decided not to continue with the scholarship program.
And what reason was given for this?
Well, maybe she said that the government didn't have money to continue. That was what she said.
Okay. And then did you receive any other communication from government from December 2015? And what steps did the parents take to address this matter or communicate with government on the matter?
Okay, we did not get any further correspondence, but we know that the government wrote the schools telling them that they were not going to continue with the program. It was at that time the parents, having formed this association, now embarked on measures to reach the government to plead with them not to take that line of action, because these were the best brains that were selected and they were doing very well. We've written so many letters since then to the governor, to agencies, to even Rivers elders, traditional rulers, pleading that they should try and get the government to, to cancel this decision which they took. But no response.
When the government informed you, the parents, that it was no longer going to settle the bills of your children, was anything communicated as to how the children were going to be returned to the country, or to the state more precisely, as to what would happen?
They did not write us. Rather, we were the ones who wrote the government and said, well, since they said that they were only going to continue with the final year students as at that 2015-2016.
Who told you this?
The government.
Was it that same day the Commissioner for Agriculture then invited you to the Secretariat?
Yes.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay, that they were only going to continue with those in their final year as at that 2015-2016 academic year. Okay, initially we said, well, we cannot force them. And then after making plea for them to reverse that decision, when there was no it was not successful. So we now started writing to the government that if that is the way they were going to handle the matter, that what they need to do was to settle the debt the students were owing, their tuition fees, that is those in year 1 to 3, as at that period, that they should pay their tuition fees to enable them get their transcript, since the government said they should come home and join in the schools here in Nigeria, get admission to schools in Nigeria. We said they cannot be admitted without transcript, that they should settle their outstanding indebtedness with the schools, and then also provide them with the flight ticket to enable them to return. But no action was taken to that effect.
All right, now, the governor, when he was in London at some point, at Chatham House precisely, no, I don't remember, was that sometime 2017 or so?
2017, November.
He did make some statements as regards this matter, and I'd like to play back. I do have an audio of what the governor said at Chatham House on this matter. I'd like to play that back for a bit, and we'll continue the conversation in a bit.
Issue of the scholarship. So, okay, what are we going to do? For those of them who are doing sciences, engineering, medicine, because okay, these are courses we should allow our people to continue. But those who are reading philosophy, those who are reading literature, accountancy, for Christ's sake, we have capacity, we have competent universities over there. You come back, we will still give you that scholarship. But for these other professionals who are willing to continue with the scholarship, that's what we say. If you're reading accountancy, if you're reading literature, come home. We have a lot of lecturers we can't begin, we don't have foreign exchange. And we are trying to spend the little that we have. The one we just paid, you are talking about $1 million. As at the time I came, I paid over $4 million. And you're talking about 3 billion. The 3 billion you're talking about, is it for a final year student or for year 1 to the final year student?
Final year only.
Final year only. At 3 billion. What about those in year 2? What about those in year 3? I can say is that if you are within this area, science, medical, be assured that we are going to pay the money. But if you are not in sciences, we cannot give out our foreign exchange. Or for those who are in philosophy. We have so many universities.
So my question is, did the governor act on this? But before you answer that question, we have to go for a commercial break. We'll return afterwards. Conversation will continue. Please stay with us.
Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Gracies Plaza, opposite FIRS, Stadium Road, Port Harcourt, and book your commercials. Call 0817 001 8162. That is 0817 001 8162. And let us connect you to your customers. Connect with your customers. Advertise on 92.3 Nigeria Info. Visit our downtown office at Shop 9, Mediatrix of All Great.
Headline News.
Thanks for staying tuned. Here are the headlines. River State government threatens to invoke no work, no pay policy against striking doctors at state-owned hospitals. Petrol scarcity looms in River State over Ipman leadership crisis. And butchers' union say proposed sign for slaughterhouse at Mboshimene will not accommodate butchers. The Joint National Congress urges former President Goodluck Jonathan to prevail on President Buhari not to sign PIB into law. 7 PDP national officers resigned from their roles. Social media influencer in Port Harcourt, Veronica's daughter, calls for support for breastfeeding mothers on day 2 of World Breastfeeding Week. On the foreign scene, residents of besieged Afghan city urged to evacuate ahead of army operation against the Taliban. In business, traders, especially computer dealers around the Gunabali area of Port Harcourt, lament attacked by hoodlums demanding matching ground. In entertainment, award-winning Nollywood actress Funke Akindele Bello banks Big Brother Niger housemate White Money. And in sports, Inter Milan rejects Chelsea's £85 million bid for striker Romelu Lukaku. Those are the headlines. Details at 6. Contact our newsroom on 0818 90017. Thanks for listening. I'm Adedayo Elusakin. Good evening.
Information is a two-way thing. Nigeria Info, it's your turn. Let's talk.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Dio.
Welcome back. Still Hard Facts at 91.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. I'm Dio. And the condition of students on the RSSDA Overseas Scholarship is what we're discussing right now. My guest in the studio is Secretary of the Association of Parents and Students on the RSSDA Overseas Scholarship, Sir Samuel Otamiri. Mr. Otamiri, welcome once again.
Thank you, Bayer.
So before the break, I played back a statement the governor made while at Chatham House in London, I think sometime in 2017.
Correct.
He did express some summarily. Students who were not science-based, who were studying, according to him, literature and philosophy, were asked to return home and register or enroll in universities over here, and the government will pay, while those who were enrolled in science-based programs over there, medicine, pharmacy, engineering, government will continue to pay for that. I don't know if there were some other promises made, but that's what I have. Has the River State government fulfilled that thus far?
Okay. No action has been taken to that effect since that 2017 to date. The only time that government did something, there was a time when they paid for 28 out of 159 of the final year students. That was in 2017. And then the remaining 159 final year students up till now have not, their school fees have not been cleared. That means they are still among those that graduated that are still roaming the streets since they don't have their certificates. And of the remaining students after the 28th final year, the rest the remaining final year students and the non-final year students, those who are in year 3, as at 2015, 2016, after this promise, we had a ray of hope, and parents felt, well, if that was the case, they could do whatever possible to sustain the study, since there was hope that government was going to pay due to the promise made by the governor. Some parents sold all they had. Some went into borrowing. And some schools too were gracious based on this promise to allow the students to continue while being indebted to the schools, since the government had promised that those doing medicine, engineering, and other critical sciences, that they should continue. And we believe that the government meant what they said, and up till now we still believe that the government will redeem that promise. That is what we are now pursuing.
Where are these students now? The ones that graduated as far back as 2015, 16, 2017, the ones who were still in school at that time, maybe year 3 at that, or year 2 at that time. Where are all of them now?
Bayo, it's a very sad situation. The students, some of them had to return due to immigration problem because they couldn't continue since their visas had expired. Some have scattered in Europe and America, where their whereabouts only their parents know, but they have completed their requirement for certificates to be awarded, but they could not graduate since they were still owing the schools. Like I said, some schools were gracious and allowed them to continue, but since the school fees are still being owed, they couldn't allow them to get their certificates. So many of them are overseas, maybe doing one menial job or the other, hiding from immigration. Some had managed to come back while waiting for government to implement or fulfill that promise. And of course, not having the certificates, they can't go further. They can't even go to youth service. Those that manage to come back after completing their program, came back without certificate, they cannot go anywhere. It's a very sorry situation.
What efforts have been made from that time to now to reach the River State government on this matter?
We have written several letters to the government, to the governor, pleading to him to temper mercy with justice. We have pleaded, we have written to other prominent Rivers indigenes to help us and plead with the governor to fulfill that promise at Chatham House, so that these students could get their certificates and come back to serve their nation. But so far, nothing has been done.
All right, maybe I can take a call, or maybe two, at least one, before we wrap up this conversation. 0817-923-0002 on 0003 on 0007, number to call via WhatsApp on 0306416. Also live on Facebook. Speaking of WhatsApp, hello there. Government does not have the funds for scholarships already awarded, but they somehow found 300 million to lavish on homecoming jam. They have money to buy SUVs for judges who already have vehicle allowance in their packages. This is truly sad. Let's see. I've got Samuel on the line. Hello, Samuel. You're welcome. Please go on.
Oh, Dayo, good evening. My name is Samuel.
Go ahead, Samuel. Make it very quick.
When I listen to Dayo guest in the studio, water, as I speak to it, tears are rolling down my cheek. You see, this is where we find ourselves in this country, where the sitting governor has no passion for education. You see, how do you get to this place? As I speak, and my heart is bleeding. The guy they are speaking on the radio is also crying. You see, how do we get to this position where the governor does not have interest in education? And how do you want us people that I want to go to school, I want to get admission, or people that want to travel outside the country through scholarship? How do you want them to go? For over 4 years, this is from 2017, thereabouts. Over 4 years, and most of them are scattered around Europe, doing menial jobs. Oh Lord, how do we get to this point? How do we get to this point? This is what the APC are talking in this state, and people are saying it is lie. And people like someone want to speak in your studio.
Samuel, good to hear from you. Thanks for the conversation. I'm not moving, however, via WhatsApp. So the River State government also stopped the RSSDA scholarship in December 2015. That perhaps it's coincidental, but perhaps that December 2015 is a very, very crucial month in the life of the current administration. First, that was the month Governor Wike formed his first complete cabinet. Second, it also happens that the 7-month salary arrears owed the 13,000 teachers recruited in 2013, which was being gradually paid in a staggered manner on a monthly basis, was also stopped without any explanation. Till today, that arrears is still unpaid. That's from Tex. I'm aware that Section 18 sub 3 of the Constitution, here in paraphrase, says that government shall provide free education at all levels, with a proviso that it can be done when practicable. And so, that the incumbent governor of Rivers State engaged in a policy reversal that engendered out-of-school syndrome for the people of Rivers State is, to say the least, quite unacceptable. For me, there is no impracticable situation that warranted Governor Wike to overturn the progress that the Otamiri administration made in education, and that's from Ben. We have to wrap up the conversation now. So, what are the parents, you have an association, what are you and others in your association expecting of the River State government?
Well, we are not giving up with our plea to the governor to show mercy, to have compassion on these children. You can imagine where you have over 400 students that have completed their education requirement for degree and cannot go forward simply because they don't have the certificate that will enable them to do the necessary things that will enable them to further their careers. It's very frustrating. What do they do? That is the question. What do they do without getting their certificates to continue either to further their education or get a job or come and do their national service that will enable them to get a job? We are still on our knees pleading with the governor to show mercy. As at that time, like you said, maybe things were very rough, but we know government of River State is not a poor state as at today. It's not. So we are pleading, and we are also pleading with the Rivers indigenous, those that have the ears of the governor, to plead. These are children from every part of River State. They are not from any particular local government.
We have to wrap it up on that note. And I'd also join voices with yours as well, another parent, to appeal to the River State government to look into this matter and resolve all the pending issues. Thanks for joining the conversation. My guest is Samuel Otamiri, Secretary, Association of Parents of Students on RSSDA Overseas Scholarship. Thank you for your time. Wish you the best.
Thank you, Dayo. And I hope you continue to plead with us to the government.
will do what I can. We've got a commercial break coming up. Major news to put the